I'm a DJ boy, going to Dcentral, minting NFT, farming DeFi, being crypto poor but JPay rich.
Well, our next speaker is going to come to the stage and tell you exactly just that. So without further ado, let me introduce our representative from KILT Protocol, Mr. Ingo.
Hello. Yeah, thank you for this introduction. It was pretty perfect. So yes, I think NFTs are really important in the Web3 world because what they're doing is they're bringing back, or they're solving the problem of ownership in the internet. But there's more problems in the internet, in the Web2, that we have to solve, and one of them is obviously identity, because as you just said, it has been taken away from us, and we have to reclaim it in a way. And KILT is exactly doing this. So how does it basically work? It works as a blockchain, as you can see, and what we do with KILT is that we give you a decentralized identifier. Those things are called DID. You can compare them in the real world to your face or your fingerprint or something. And this identifier is made by yourself on your computer, just like your face is also made by yourself. And then we add verifiable credentials to that, and verifiable credentials can be compared to driver's licenses, university degrees, things like that, which are also totally decentralized in a way. And they are stored in your wallet, and just like physical credentials are stored in your wallet, and you decide what you do with them, who to show them, for what reason, and when. And so actually we're copying the idea of the physical world identity into the technology world. And this has been done, and it's part of the infrastructure of the Web3 that we need to actually roll out Web3 applications. And now I think after a lot of things like NFTs, like ownership, like KILT with identity, also protocols like Filecoin with data storage and all that have been rolled out a couple of years ago. It is time now to build great applications. And what I'm going to show you today is some applications which are pretty useful, which are already Web3 applications. Those three. So let's start with where it always starts, with a wallet. So how do I find out if I'm in the Web 2 or if I'm in the Web 3? Well, if the application tells me, please log in with your username and password, then you're in the Web 2. If your application tells you, please log in with your wallet, then you're in the Web 3. So that's basically the difference between the two. You all know wallets. Wallets normally hold coins. They can also hold NFTs. But of course, Web3 wallets also need to hold identities, because your wallet here, which is in your pocket, not only holds coins, it also holds your credentials, right? So this is a wallet called Sporan, which is a KILT wallet. It shows your balance, so this person has 4.9 KILT, but you can also see the credentials, and you can manage your on-chain DID. So you can manage your identity with this wallet. So there's a little bit more functionality in there. On top of that, we have been building a nice application called Social KYC. You all know KYCs. You have made them for logging into exchanges and stuff like that. I'm not doubting KYC. KYC can be useful for everything that is around money, and real-world money especially. But there's many use cases in the internet where I really don't need to know if somebody is from the US or from China, where I really don't need to know what street address of this person is, but where I actually need to know who he is in the internet, especially in the gaming. This is very important. I need to know which Discord account this person has. I need to know which Twitter account this person has. I need to know which email this person has, because then I can narrow down who this person is in the internet. And this is a Web3 service that we introduced called social KYC, which makes it clear who you are actually talking with in the internet, which internet personality this is, without using any government type KYC thingies. This can be quite useful. Looks like this. You go to socialkyc.io, and then you choose what you want to have confirmed, like your email address. Then this thing writes you an email. You confirm this email, and then you have proven you own this email address, obviously. What you get in return is a credential, and this credential is signed by social KYC, and it belongs to you, and you can store it in your wallet, and then you decide who you show it to, for what reason. So for example, if a login service wants you to prove your email address, you can just show from your wallet this thing, and you don't have to prove your email address again. And you can also prove multiple things, like your Discord account, your Twitter account, and your email address if you want. So another thing that we have built is DidSign. And DidSign, I think, is a really important application, because you all have signed some stuff in the internet probably already. There are some applications out there, I don't want to name them, where the first thing you do is you upload your secret documents to a server you don't control, and which always feels very strange for me. And then you say, I want this signed by this person, and then this person gets an email and has to click somewhere, and that is actually the security in there. So I feel that is not really secure. And then you pay a lot of money for it. So this is the Web 2 way. In the Web 3 we can do much better. We now have DidSign. Did stands for Decentralized Identifier. And you can use your DID, which is in your wallet, to sign documents. But not only documents, you can sign software, you can sign source code, you can sign even executables, you can sign movies, you can sign music, whatever you want. Everything that is digital can be signed with DidSign. It is not uploaded anywhere. Everything that you do with DidSign is working inside your browser. So you're uploading it basically from your hard disk into your own browser, and then you sign it, and then you have a signed document, and you can share this document in any way that you want. You don't have to send it via email. You can send it with a secure line. You can even put it on a memory stick and send it via post. So this, I think, actually beats the Web 2 applications by far. And you can use it. It's out there. It costs nothing, totally for free. How could we charge for it? Because it's happening in your own browser. We don't control it. We don't see anything that you do there. It's didsign.io if you want to play around with it. Very, very helpful thing. How does that look? So this is how DidSign looks. You got the document there. You got the signature there. You see the signature, nothing is stored on the blockchain as long as you just sign something, because it's happening locally. But the validity of your signature can be checked on the blockchain, because a part of the DID is stored, and the public part of the DID is stored on the blockchain. So anyone who receives such a document can check if the document is valid, if no one has tampered with it, and that the DID is the correct one. Now, DIDs look a little bit crazy. DID, :KILT, lots of words, or lots of letters. To make this easier, we introduced a service called Web3 name, or W3N, which translates a DID to a unique string that you choose. And that's the W3N. So I'm W3N Ingo. And there's, of course, also a service for that. And this is a one-to-one connection, of course, so no one else can be W3N Ingo. If I have my DID, this is one-to-one connected on the blockchain with a DID. So here's a little service called W3N.id. You can use that on your phone as well if you like. Type in Ingo, and what you get is my DID. And what you also get is service endpoints. Service endpoints are credentials which I have chosen to publish. So I took them out of my wallet and published them on Pinata or something like that. If they are published, everyone can see them. And you can, if you try that out and go to w3n.id and type in Ingo, you can click on fetch and see the credentials, and then you can see which Twitter credential, which email credential I actually have. And then you can really nail down that the document which you received was actually signed by exactly this internet person. So that was basically 3 or 4 little applications that are already here, and I was here to tell you that Web3 is a little bit more than NFTs, and that it is actually happening, and is not something which is in a white paper or dream or something. So these are business applications which are right now already in use in businesses. So that was basically it. Thank you very much.